Boarding the plane, I got my seat next to the window watching the people go by, wondering who was going to sit next to me. Someone with big bones took a look at me in the open seat making the decision. I didn't have a problem with it, as long as I didn't hog the armrest. There was someone on the other side struggling to fit a carry-on into the overhead compartment. It was clear it didn't fit, but he still tried to force it. I can relate to that bag. By the time we were in the air, I was ready to fall asleep when the person beside me wanted to talk. I wasn't in the mood, but I didn't want to be rude. I was prepared to hear all about their trip and what they were doing. Actually, I got to hear all about their conspiracy about how birds worked for the government to spy on us. I was about to put my headphones on when they started talking about how they lost their virginity in the back of a '94 Honda Civic. Maybe I should have known better and pretended like I didn't speak English at our first exchange. Despite the fact that I was squished between them and the window, having a window seat did have its perks. The perspective gave a sense that money and politics were made of lead, just to be tucked away in that secret place far off where you can zone out. I guess you could say that problems follow you everywhere, but what can I say when my head's in the clouds? One of the reminders of reality was a kid kicking the back of my seat every few seconds though. Maybe if you close your eyes and use your imagination, it's just a massage. But whenever I use my imagination, all I see is myself strangling the miserable whelp. It eventually did quiet down and I had tried to fall asleep, but I couldn't. Maybe I could hit the call button and have one of the stewardess tell me a bedtime story. It might look cute if one of the little kids did it, but I have a feeling if I tried, it would be a bit different. Maybe it would even make the Sunday paper. Airline customer loses finger asking for a bedtime story. Leafing through one of the magazines that were in the pouch in the seat, it had a nice selection of products you could look at during the flight. One of them was a pelvic floor and inner thigh exerciser. Apparently, it's a little pink thing that you squeeze between your thighs trying not to look like a predator. There was a balding businessman across from me looking at his phone. He appeared stressed. I guess if he was looking at the stocks, you could say that he has more than one recession to worry about. He would be a great candidate for the laser hair growth cap in the magazine. By the time the plane landed and I got off, the carousel downstairs was already crowded. It was interesting seeing which bags belonged to which person. Who knows, you might find some surprises. Like if the old bearded biker guy took the pink Disney princess suitcase. I guess it could be for his daughter or something, but who knows? Maybe it was just his and he has strange problems. Anyways, I guess we all have baggage at the end of the day. Funny to think how two bags that look completely different could have similar contents. Or you could mistake your bag for somebody else's. That would be quite a surprise when you open it up. My bag eventually came around and I swiped it from the carousel. Moving through the crowd, I had to catch one of the shuttles that came and went. Going through the sliding doors that led out to the curb, the sun was going down. The wind from the midsummer air brushed past me in a golden haze.